So we don't have any range, but we have symbols. And starting off with my spear, my first symbol is on my spear 5. In my last Luminary video, I talked about radiant ornament and getting the bonus from when you use a weapon last and exit Radiant Forge. So if you want bonus DPS damage, you would make sure you use your hammer last and leave Radiant Forge. So today I want to talk about the Zeal specialization and specifically Symbolic Avenger. And what Symbolic Avenger does is whenever your symbol hit a foe, you gain increased strike damage. And in my Luminary build, I use Great Sword and a Spear, and I have 3 symbols. I have 1 on each weapon. So I have a symbol on my Spear, I have 1 on my Great Sword, and I have a symbol when I go into Radiant Forge. So let's practice that into our rotation. Well, I'm going to practice that in my rotation. And these symbols, they also put vulnerability on your target. So, and vulnerability increase strike damage and condition damage. It's very good, and it stacks up to 25. So yeah, let's drop some symbols. I think symbols are pretty cool. They look cool. So we don't have any range, but we have symbols. And starting off with my spear, my first symbol is on my spear 5. Spear 5. Isn't it gorgeous? So once that hit someone or a foe, increased strike damage. It's nice. Okay, so that's my symbol on my spear. My second symbol is on my Great Sword, number 4.
Time to do some real damage.
Great Sword symbol. Now for the last symbol. This is in your Radiant Forge on your staff, your number 3. That's my third symbol. I don't know how I'm gonna drop all these at once. So those are symbols. Great Sword, Spear, Radiant Forge. So I'll be doing my rotation, dropping 2 symbols. The one in my Radiant Forge and the one on my Spear. So let's practice dropping our symbols. So we're gonna be using the symbol in our Radiant Forge, and that is on our staff 3. But you cannot use your staff and exit Radiant Forge. You are not going to get a DPS buff. You are going to get increased healing to others if you use the staff last and leave your Radiant Forge. So unless you're healing. But in my case, I'm DPSing, so I use my hammer last and leave Radiant Forge. So when I go into Radiant Forge, I'm going to use the staff first. So let's do it again.
Time to do some real damage.
I almost used my hammer right there. I'm gonna practice it again. And there is the Symbolic Avenger. Lasts really long. Almost used my hammer again. So I'm gonna have to, bend my mind to remember to use my staff first in Radiant Forge. Use my hammer last and exit. This is dropping the symbol in Radiant Forge. This is something new that I'm doing. I wasn't doing this at first. I was just using the hammer and exiting. I'm just trying to take it slow. Dropping symbols. So that's 2 symbols. Symbol from your spear and symbol from your staff in Luminary. Now I'm going to use all 3 of them. Staff, Radiant Forge, and the one on my greatsword last. Why I'm doing it this way? Just am. You can detonate. So yeah. Oh, and yes, the symbols, you can leap into these symbols and get a light aura. And you can detonate those light aura. It all intertwines. It does. So I can drop the symbol. I can drop the symbol from staff in Luminary Forge, in Radiant Forge I mean. Drop the symbol from staff in Radiant Forge and exit it and leap into it with my 3 from my greatsword. It sounds confusing, but it really isn't. I'm kidding, it kinda is. That's why I'm practicing. And there is a light aura, detonate. So that's one way of utilizing your symbols. You can get leaping into them, you can get light aura, and you can detonate those light aura. So I'm gonna drop the symbol on my spear and leap into it. Let's see if I can do that at least. So okay, spear. No, I can't. I'm gonna have to wait. Okay, so my weapon swap was on cooldown. So, drop spear, switch, and leap into it. Light aura, detonate. Okay, so I guess this doesn't cool down my weapon swap. So I'm gonna drop the seal on my spear, swap to my greatsword, and leap into it. Light aura, detonate. So yeah, that's one way of utilizing your seals. Leap into it, get a light aura, and detonate. It's really cool.